What is up, my YouTube family? Welcome back to another Round the Table podcast, number 41. Um, yesterday I was actually, or yesterday evening, I got on Psychobabbles panel. We're gonna review that. We're gonna go over that and talk a little bit about it. But most and foremost, I did some research. Actually, I got a comment on my posting on my comments. A guy said, "Hey, Psychobabble actually got his name from the Alan Parsons project." And I was like, "What? Are you serious?" And sure enough, look up the Alan Parsons project. It's Psychobabble rap, is what it is, and that's what it talks about. But listen more closely to the lyrics of that song. The lyrics talk about seeing things and just it's out there, Psychobabble rap. So that's where he got his name from. But this is the same guy that says that he wasn't trying to get Ryan Upchurch canceled. The same guy that literally sits on his podcast and calls everybody shit stains. If you would even call the podcast, I don't even know what I'm gonna call it at this point, because it's really a bunch of bullshit, if you want to know the truth. After I got off of his panel last night, I was actually kind of embarrassed for myself, because I put myself in a position that literally is kind of like downgrading myself. That's what I feel like I did, was kind of downgraded myself by even jumping on there. But we all have that point in our lives where we see stuff, we make videos about stuff, and it grows on us, right? So I just had to make a point last night and jump on his panel and just let it ask me a few questions. And one of the questions I asked was about Ryan Upchurch getting canceled. This guy literally sat here and said that he never ever said that he wanted him canceled, trying to get him canceled, or even made an assumption about getting him canceled. There's a video. So anyways, guys, we're going to go through this video. We're going to skip through it. We're going to hit some key spots, and I'm going to talk you guys through it about what happened, what my thoughts was after that, about the questions, and we're going to see people literally just kind of go brain dead once in this video. They don't know what to say. And then this woman jumps in his panel and like starts talking about him and who he is and stuff. And then this other woman is in this panel and she does nothing but take up for him. In your house, dude, are you serious? Your house. They doxed my house. They did this, they did that. Dude, honestly, this is how I feel about you. You are out here trying to get attention from people. So you think you have to be a badass to get that attention, but really what it's doing is hurting your total image about yourself. If there is an image, because your image is about the equivalence of erasing something. Just take an eraser and go over it on an erase board, chalkboard, etch and sketch, whatever you want to call it. I started to say Itch and Scratchy show. Remember that show? That was a good show. Anyways, guys, look, what I'm trying to say is this guy literally needs help. You're going to see this guy get so pissed off, it looks like he's about ready to have a stroke. That's how pissed off this guy gets. Anyways, guys, love yourself, like yourself, be nothing but yourself. Like, subscribe to the channel. It's highly appreciated, guys. Let's see what this guy has to say. And like I said, this guy flat out lied to his subscribers. Anyways, guys, let's get to it.
Gibberish and madness. So I assumed, like a dumbass, what he was saying was real. And in about 3 hours, I knew it wasn't. I thought, holy shit, man, this fucker, this girl is absolutely is in the military. And they were both given a public apology. So there's that. You all are going to try to cancel. Daniel Hill is one of the low IQ people I'm talking about. He has to wear a diaper because he doesn't know.
Mind you, this guy doesn't even know who this Daniel Hill is, okay? Just because he put a comment up there of somebody talking about him saying he's going to cancel Ryan Upchurch. And he denies it. This guy wouldn't even play the video last night. Whenever he said, well, I'm going to play the video, I said, go ahead. Go ahead. He wouldn't even play the video. So now he attacks people about calling them low IQ idiots. Now he's going to tell a story about this dude, and he don't even know this guy. Anyways, guys, let's continue to see what he has to say.
When to take a shit. His brain doesn't have the capacity to tell his body, hey, it's time to go to the bathroom, and he just shits himself. So he's got to wear a diaper all day. And Daniel Hall would like you all to know that y'all gonna try to cancel Ryan Upchurch all you want. He done nothing but he helped that little girl family. He ain't done nothing to this little girl's family but slander them. Dumbass. That's all he's done is slander them. He ain't done shit to help nobody. All Ryan Upchurch has done in this case is slander a bunch of people. That's it. That's all he's done. He just slandered a bunch of people. You understand that you can't dox someone who's already in the news. That little girl is all over the internet. Well, here's Heather. She's got to wear a diaper too. Her brain capacity is that of about a 3-year-old. And she says you can't dox a child because they were in the news. You can't dox a child. He doxed a girl that had nothing to do with this case, you moron. Nothing. Nothing. Just some random girl. He found a picture of a little girl, just random girl. Just because she sort of, kind of, maybe, sort of, maybe, kind of, maybe, sort of looked like Kylie.
What happened is he found a picture of a girl, and then the girl actually reached back to him, or well, to somebody, and said that that was their Instagram or their Facebook. It wasn't Kylie's Facebook. So before people goes and starts talking about doxing people or slandering people or whatever else you're going to say or talk about, get your facts straight, dude. Plain and simple. Look, all this has been made clear on videos. And as far as that goes, you're the dude that gave your address out. And I made this clear last night on the podcast, on your podcast, or whatever you want to call it, that you gave your address out. Well, you gave your renter's address out, I guess. And then you continue to say that you totally went the opposite direction and said you lived a mile or whatever down the road. That you had a tin roof and all this other stuff. Come find me. That was your words of wisdom to us. Well, to everybody, millions of people. That's it. So you gave my question to you last night, why did you do that? And your reply was, because I wanted to see what these idiots would do. That is your reply. How old are you? You're probably, 65, something like that. I'm not good at age, but you're probably, 65? And your reply was, I wanted to see what these idiots would do? No, that's not cool. That's not cool with anybody. No one wants to know where you live at, dude. But you're putting your own life on your internet trying to be a badass at this point. Trying to say you talk to, Nazi, journalist? And she got 2 or 3 people canceled, and you're not fucking around. That's what you say in your video to Ryan Upchurch about getting him canceled. Anyways, guys, we're going to skip a little bit through this. We're going to move on to where it actually gets good. So let's go on a little ways here. Let's see, where do we want to begin? Let's go back. Go back a little bit. So I join here, and he's talking to this kid that actually has a learning disability. And just listen to how he talks to this kid. I mean, it's nasty. It is disgusting. Anyways, guys, let's continue.
And then adding to it. And then they started believing their own exaggerations. And then they refused to accept any facts that debunk it. Now, there's a lot more people here, and I'm going to explain this one more time. I don't want to be interrupted. There is a feature in Snapchat. If you are at a picnic with your family, having a good time, cooking some fish on the grill, you're a Spanish family, you got some Spanish music playing, you're having a good time, and you kind of want to show your other friends what you were.
So in other words, he's talking about the luscious Spanish party that Xana May was at. Look, dude, she stayed in her car. We already know that. She's already said that. She spent the night in her car. But he says that's not true neither. And then when I go to ask this guy, I said, look, do you think they know each other? Oh, he beat around the bush, all the way around the bush. And finally he said, well, even if they did know each other, dude, you knew they knew each other. That is a guilty ass question. Plain and simple. You had nothing else to think about. And you got put on the spot and you had to tell the truth at that point. That's it. Anyways, guys, let's continue to see what he has to say.
We're doing that day at that moment in time. There's a feature in Snapchat where you can record a 30-second video. When the video stops playing, you can pin it to Google Maps and share it to all your friends. It's been there for a long time. Those Spanish folks that were at that park a week prior to this child going missing were at a very public park where everybody in that area goes to cookouts. That park is used every day by people having cookouts, going camping, family reunions, graduations. That is a very popular area with hundreds of people in it every single day. There's not a day that goes by that there's less than 100 people in that park. And you guys have subscribed to the stupidness, the absolute fucking stupidness that because she went there, she had something to do with it. When she lives right in the area and she simply wanted to make a damn video like everybody else, she looked on Google Maps, saw the Spanish people's video pin and clicked it and played it on her live.
Yep.
That's as innocent as it was.
Did you just hear that guy's theory? Guys, this guy is equivalent of a sloth. Plain and simple. You know how a sloth moves around, but his thoughts are smart? If this guy was a sloth, he would be dangerous as fuck. Plain and simple. That's what this guy reminds me of. So, in other words, this guy is not very smart at all because he's not a sloth. Okay? I know that theory was kind of backwards, but I'm going to roll with it. I'm just going to continue. I really don't care. Anyways, this guy is the type of person that will tell you what you want to your face and then stab you in the back whenever it's on his behalf, whenever it equivalents him, whenever it helps him, whenever it betters him, his stuff, his channel, his YouTube platform. That's what this guy's doing. He says Ryan Upchurch used his music, and a lot of people does. Why is that? Ryan Upchurch never advertised his music whenever this whole Kylie Rodney thing just started. And you know, I see this message about Kylie Rodney didn't deserve this and people arguing and stuff. Yeah, that's 100% true. When I seen this message last night, I almost jumped off, because like I said, whenever I got on here, I wanted to ask questions and be done, be off of here. I got to tell everybody on this podcast, whatever this is, I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to ask you some questions and then leave. That's all I wanted. But this guy tried to beat behind the bush, and so did everybody else on this panel. You're going to hear everybody else on this panel try to take up for this guy, and it's disgusting. Literally. Anyways, guys, let's continue to see what he has to say.
And look at how you small brain sons of bitches ran with that. I mean, just fucking retards.
Okay, done now.
I mean, fucking retards.
Can you hear me out for a second, not interrupt? Can you do that 1 second?
Yeah.
So you're telling me that you never said that you wanted or insinuated of getting Ryan Upchurch canceled?
No, never said it.
You're a liar, dude. Your subscribers.
I have never said I wanted him canceled. Nope. I have said from the beginning, I'm scared to death. He's going to get canceled. And if he gets canceled, it's
That's
going to
exactly
be you
what
that
he
gets
said.
to do it. Because every time you go out and slander somebody and they report
He's gonna
it,
get
it
himself
reflects
canceled.
on him. Every time you attack somebody,
Who is this woman? This woman is like his voice or something, I guess. I don't understand why she couldn't let him answer the questions. Is she too afraid that him himself, Psychobabble, isn't smart enough to actually have his own back? You know, when you're in a case and a lawyer says, shh, don't talk. That's kind of what this seems like to me. This guy literally doesn't have the brain capacity to speak for himself because he may say the wrong thing. That's the reason why everybody looks suspicious. Just saying, because whenever you get on a panel and you start talking all this bull about, yeah, I was here, I was there, and then phone pings and then Truckee and all this other stuff, put all this stuff together and you could see how it literally looks suspicious. And I don't care who you are, you put everything together and it looks suspicious. Just saying. But anyways, guys, we're going to continue to see what he has to say. Like I said, he totally lies about that question, and the woman won't even let him talk for himself. And then this dude down in the right-hand corner is sitting there just smiling whenever he calls everybody basically dumbasses. Basically, this guy's talking about the Creek Squad, or anybody that associates or anybody that supports Ryan Upchurch. But this guy in his podcast last night said that if Ryan Upchurch didn't do what he did, I'd still be a fan, and he's still a fan anyways. This guy contradicted his own words at that. So anyways, guys, let's continue to see what he has to say.
it reflects on him, and they report it.
Everybody
And guess whose videos they're reporting? They're not reporting your videos. You don't have one. They're reporting his.
And then,
Yeah, but even if he said it, man, like maybe he said it out of anger, but that's not what he means now.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, okay, so this dude is online all the time. You're going to put every word into his mouth that he says. Like, he doesn't want.
Are you going to put every word in his mouth what he says? Listen to this dude. Dude, it's his brain. He's the one speaking. He doesn't need voices to be spoken for. You hear what you just said. This dude's online all the time talking about psychobabble. Listen to how you just said that. Are you going to put words in his mouth? No one put words in his mouth. He says his own words. He had his own thought process. Therefore, you just held up for something that didn't even stand, dude, because you want to be his buddy so bad. That's it. Anyways, guys, let's continue to see what he has to say.
Want the dude canceled. Nobody wants to cancel people that are going through a hard time. That's not what anybody wants,
He's my
man. That's
favorite
not.
Psychobabble is a fan.
He's my
It's his
favorite
favorite.
entertainer in the fucking world, man.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
a
like
fan.
his music.
I'm not a fan at all.
Yeah.
I like some of his music. I'm not nearly as big a fan, but
I
like,
actually haven't listened to any of his music. I just found out about him.
And
So-
any idea that I drug his mom into it when I made a heartfelt video trying to warn her that your son is skating on thin ice.
Mhm.
I don't know how you could take anything other than that away from that video. It was very respectful, very heartfelt, and very honest. I don't tell lies. I don't have to tell lies.
You can't
I'm
do
not
that.
insecure. Insecure people are the ones that lie. Insecure people that have a shit life and they want to convince people.
Anyways, guys, at that point, he muted my mic, so I couldn't talk no more. Guys, we're going to go on, and we're going to look at something else here. Let's go to Psychobabble. Let's go to where he says that Ryan Upchurch, there's actually the Alan Pearson Project, Psychobabble. That's actually where he got his name from. Let's go on down and let's see. Let's go to his channel here. Where do I go? Let's go down. Psychobabble. Okay, it's
Hi, I'm
Patty
Tom
Lynn
Chilton.
is what
And
it
I'm Chris
is.
Deerhut. We're here to talk to you about
We're gonna continue
Death
through
Knight.
this.
So Patty,
So we're gonna
how you doing?
we're gonna skip towards the end of
Hey,
this.
I just wanted to take a minute to on the phone today, and I'll just leave it at that.
So we're gonna rewind
Do
here.
some research. She's a liberal of grieving parents. Is that the kind of kid you raised? Are you
So mind you, he said when I asked my question last night, I told this guy, I said, so you never insinuated about getting Ryan Upchurch canceled? He said no on live. So I'm gonna prove my point again. Let's see what he has to say.
proud of that? So here's how it's going to work. Okay. Now I know you all have heard of Taylor Lorenz. If you haven't, I'll invite you to do some research. She's a liberal Nazi journalist that loves to get YouTubers canceled. She just got one canceled a week ago that had 10 million subscribers for doing less than what Ryan's doing right now. And she spearheaded the cancellation of Alex Jones. I had a conversation with her on the phone today, and I'll just leave it at that. I'm not fucking playing.
So there you go. There you have it. He said last night when I asked him the question, he never said anything about it, or he never ever meant for Ryan Upchurch to be canceled. It was all trying to protect him. That's what Psychobabble said. He never insinuated that he actually even said anything about getting Ryan Upchurch canceled. The guy is a hypothetical liar. His panel is disgusting, and that's all I want to say about it. I think we proved our point, Creek Squad. Salute to you guys. Guys, YouTube family, your boy Deuce is out. Love you guys. Have a good one.